What's up, everybody? It's James here from the Sawyer Family Reviews channel. Today is Wednesday, August 9th, 2023, and this is the weekly comic book pickups video. Every week I buy comic books. I get them for myself. I get them for my kids. There's a train going by. I get them at Queen City Comics in Fairfield, Ohio, zip code 45014. If you're in the area and into comic books, check out the comic shop, and while you're over there, check out the toy department, because it's right down the road. It's not next door anymore. It's a mile down the road, but it's still near it. So go to both of those, okay? A couple new things, a couple old things. Let's see what's what in here. Blaze had no books this week, so he's been on kind of a Spider-Man run right now, picking a lot of Spider-Man stuff. And even though his DC run is still crazy and getting lots of stuff on that direction, I felt like mixing it up a little bit. So I grabbed an old Amazing Spider-Man for him, and Eric Larson was one of my favorite Spider-Man artists growing up. I actually enjoyed Eric Larson more than Todd McFarlane, so it was Eric Larson, Mark Bagley, or like those guys growing up. So I grabbed this one because it was like $3.30. It was issue 330. It had Punisher, Spider-Man. I remember having this issue as a kid, so it was like, okay, well, I'm going to grab one that I enjoyed reading as a kid, and then maybe he'll enjoy it as well. And I remember this issue, just grabbing this issue and just reading it too. I don't remember having to read a lot of stuff beforehand, so I felt like this was probably a good call to grab and have him flip through and enjoy. And it was only like $3, so I went with that one. Next up is a book from last week, week before last. Void Rivals number 2. If you watch my videos, you already know my little rant about Void Rivals number 1, where it's actually the introduction of Transformers back into the comic world and kind of that whole G.I. Joe Transformers universe. Kirkman, they solicited this book, didn't say anything about what it actually was. Comic shops under-ordered it, and then it was like, oh, surprise, it's the reveal that Kirkman's got the Transformers license. I didn't read the first issue. Keaton did read the first issue, and he said, I'd check out the second one. He wasn't overly excited about it, but he's like, I'd check it out. So I grabbed this one a couple weeks and just threw it down in my hold stack there in the hopes that there'd be a week where Keaton didn't have anything and I would be able to go back and grab it, and that was this week. It was kind of a light week at the comic shop. So this is $3.99, and it's got more about the ongoing origins of the Energon universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, that kind of stuff all mixed up. I mean, I'll have to read it eventually, but I'm just not super jazzed to pick it up and read it just yet. But we'll see if he wants the third one after he reads this one. Now we're on to current stuff. So this week I grabbed Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries for Gracie. She loves this book. She loves the Scooby-Doo books from DC. They're probably the best books DC has going, which is saying a lot. $2.99. This is written by Shali Fish, who we really enjoy. Shali Fish on Scooby-Doo. It's probably the most enjoyable writer on Scooby-Doo for us. And these Batman Scooby-Doo ones are great. Written by Shali Fish, drawn and colored by Eric Owen. It's Batman and the Scooby-Doo team, and they're teaming up. Looks like Oracle's involved somehow. And then we've got a sneak preview of Fan Club Batman Squad, which this was in that last book I looked at too, which was a regular Scooby-Doo, I believe it was. And it had sort of a Clarence feel to it to me. So there's that. And then last but not least is a book for me, Star Wars Max Rebo number 1, Connecting Variant. I think I have all the Connecting Variants so far, which is kind of just like a parade of Jabba's Palace denizens. I basically picked this up because I wanted to keep doing the connected covers. This is $4.99. I have no idea. I didn't even flip through it. I'm just buying books based on covers, which I always tell people not to do and that I shouldn't do, but I do it anyway. I like Max Rebo, though. I like the Rebo band. I'm wearing a Rebo band t-shirt right now, actually. I don't see a creative team, but there's some Max Rebo stuff in here. Looks like Max Rebo's doing some things, figuring out some stuff, doing some things. Now, I'm curious. So this is written by Daniel Jose Older, and Paul Fry's doing the art. Now, the original concept for Max Rebo was that those were his feet that he was playing with. So his legs were kind of folded down, and he was playing with his actual feet. And I'm curious if they show him outside of his instrument at any point here, to see if it's keeping that up. Yeah, they are keeping that up. They are keeping it up of it being his feet, it looks like, which is cool. Because I know the toys did not do that. The toys had him have regular feet and arms. But the concept of the character is that he's actually kind of bent down and he's playing the instrument with his feet. I know, I just spent a lot of time talking about Max Rebo feet. There we go. See? Like that. Just like that. I'm spending a lot of time talking about Max Rebo feet. That's what I do. That's it for this week. If you enjoy the videos, like, subscribe, notify. Leave a comment down below. Talk about the comic books. Talk about the things. See you guys next week. Take it easy.